It's party time. I am DJ Purpose.
And I'm DJ UNēK, and we are the Fan Mob DJs.
We're the Fan Mob DJs.
Recently, we went back to the beverage district, and we checked out a cidery that was down the street from Hooker Oak Distillery.
Lassen Traditional Cidery is the name of the place, and we spoke to Rocky, and she was really helpful.
So Rocky helped us with the tastings, and we both like this Ginger Pear Cider.
Ginger Pear Cider, and my idea was maybe we can make a Moscow Mule with that.
And I've always wanted to try the apple recipe that they have on Hooker Oak's website, so we're going to make these two drinks.
So be sure you watch the video all the way to the end.
Because we're going to make a drink that's perfect for this time of year.
Okay, so the first drink we're doing today is we're going to do a Moscow Mule. We're going to be using Ciroc vodka. And, of course, our Lassen Traditional's Ginger Pear Cider. I instantly thought of a Moscow Mule when I tasted this, so let's see if this works. So what you do is you start with lime. You just take, we're going to take per drink 2 wedges. And we're just going to squeeze them. Okay. So we take what's called a muddler. Now, I, at my last bartending job, left my muddler, which is usually a wooden thing that you just basically mash the fruit with. So I'm using a potato peeler. And so anything can work as a muddler, and then you just push the limes down into the drink or into the bottom of the glass, releasing the juice. I'm going to throw some ice in there. Fill the cup up. Generally, whenever you're making a drink, you fill the cup up with ice. I don't usually measure my cocktails, but with this, we'll measure it just so everybody can get a basic of what it is. So we're going to take 1 shot glass of vodka, and if you want to go a little strong on the vodka, you are certainly free to do so. What do you think, UNēK? You want to go a little higher on that? No?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And then, usually this would be ginger beer. If you were using ginger beer for something like this, I would use cockable. It's just basically industry standard for restaurants and stuff like that. And it's really nice. So then we just fill up the rest of the glass with the ginger pear cider. And it's probably smart that we didn't go extra on alcohol because the cider also has alcohol, where ginger beer is generally non-alcoholic. Okay, then we just take our straw and we stir it up. And if you were serving these in a fancy way, you would put a little lime on it. You can also do this recipe with lemon. So, okay, so what do you say? You ready to try it out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. There you go. Okay, let's try it out. That is good. That's exactly what I expected, actually. It does have a bit of the ginger adds maybe almost kind of an apple cider vinegary taste, which I like. So for me, this is exactly what I would want. But if you're not a fan of apple cider vinegar, this might not be for you. But I like it. And that was the Lassen Traditional Cider Moscow Mule. Okay, for our next cocktail, we're going to be doing Apple Pie a la mode. We'll be using Hooker Oak's Apple Pie Rum. This recipe is listed on their website, Hooker Oak Distilleries, and they have this and a myriad of others. So if you miss it here when I say it, you can always go there and look it up. So first thing we're going to do, we have a shaker. I've already put ice into it. I'm going to take 1 part. Do you want me to make you one?
Yeah.
Okay. So now since we're making 2, obviously it'll be 2 parts. And that's for the rum. Next, half and half. Now, the recipe on the website calls for heavy cream. We're using half and half because, let's face it, none of us need that much fat. And for 2, it just is too rich. So we're going to put 4 parts in here because we're making 2 cocktails. Now this is something that's not listed on their website, and this is we're gonna put a rim on it, And this is just something that I thought that would just add to it. On the top of an apple pie, there's always that apple crumb stuff. So I got some apple crumb, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna rim the glass with the apple crumb. When you see margaritas and they're lined with salt, that's a lime juice that they use to make the salt stick to the rim. Well, a lot of bartenders don't think that through, and they put a rimmer on it, and they use that lime juice to make whatever the rim stick, and it may not be a tart drink at all. So pro tip, just get a little sugar water, dip your glass in there, and then dip it in, and now your rim sticks perfectly. And now we've got our rum and heavy cream mix, so now we shake it up. We can do the fancy stuff that all the bartenders do. We don't have to do that. And now we put the ice into our glass. And then we pour this in. Now we're only going 3/4 of the way up. And the reason for that is because now we're going to top it with cream soda. We're using New York Seltzer's cream soda because that's our favorite, but you can use any kind you want. A&W makes a nice one. And we just put it right on top. And then we grab our straws, only to give it a stir. You're going to want to drink out of the glass because that's what the rim's for. There's that. Oh, that's good. That's good. And that surprised me a little bit because I'm not a sweet drink guy. Like the Moscow Mule, that's my speed. That's my type of drink. Sweet drinks, generally, I don't. The only other sweet drink I like is a White Russian. And like a White Russian, I could probably drink quite a few of these. Do I have a milk mustache?
You know what's cool is the crumb.
The crumb adds to it, not right?
Yeah.
I thought that would be perfect to do. Oh wow, and the cream soda just really kind of makes it really just perfect. And that was the Hooker Oak Apple Pie Rum. Okay, so since St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, we figured we'd make a very common, very traditional drink, Irish coffee. It's very simple, and it can be drank all year round. People just traditionally, order it a little bit more during the month of March. So all we do is we just take a shot of whiskey. And there we go. And then we just top it off with coffee.
I like cream and sugar in my coffee.
Okay, so since UNēK likes cream and sugar in that, we will leave a little room for cream, and we'll put half and half on there. Now, there is a recipe that instead of, say, cream, if you want a little more kick, you can use Bailey's Irish cream or Moylan's Irish cream or Carolyn's, and it's got an Irish cream, like an Irish cream creamer that you would get, at a store, but it's got some alcohol in it, which is nice. So we'll put a little half and half on there for UNēK. I don't have any sugar broke out right now, so we'll just throw a little whipped cream on there. And if you're serving these to be fancy at you're having a party or something like that, you want to sprinkle a little cinnamon or chocolate powder to create like a little. And then if you have cinnamon sticks, which I don't, but I have straws, and then you would put the cinnamon sticks just right across it, just like that.
And what's the cinnamon sticks for?
It's just, you can use them as stirs if you want to, but you can also, it's just for when you're in a restaurant business, you do things that are fancy and they're nice, and it's just presentation.
Okay.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl. Cheers.
Cheers.
Like, you can go wrong with that. That's whiskey, coffee. It's like the staples of life. Happy St. Patrick's Day. So now that we have a couple more drinks under our belt, you guys ready to party?
And if there's a drink you would like us to make, let us know in the comments below.
We'll do it.
And if you like that video, please like, share, and subscribe.
To wherever he puts it, because in editing he'll do that part.
Right here.
There, that's where you want to look at. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I am DJ UNēK.
And I'm DJ Perfect. When you fill